I'm back in Edenville again today. You can see this is Wixom Lake behind me. I just want to give a big thanks to all the people who have been subscribing to my channel, sharing my videos, liking them, and also to my patrons, John, Ruben, Jason, and Steven. Thank you for all you do. And also I want to give a big thanks. I did say that I was going to give away $100 when I hit 30,000 subscribers. There's actually been 2 more people that said they were going to match my donation. So thank you to Jennifer and thank you to John as well. So that's a total of $300 that's going to be donated when I do hit 30,000 subscribers. I also want to thank Colleen for sending me a letter. If you want to send me a letter, I will pop my P.O. box up on the screen right now. There really is no mainstream media covering this, so I'm pretty much the only channel that's able to get it out there and show what is going on here around the world. We have a lot of people in Canada, the UK, and Australia seeing what's going on here. And I do want to provide an update on the dredge. So the dredge is just right over here in this direction. You can just see the top of it there. The guy who is going to be removing that and restoring that has gave me an update that they did get permission from Boise Hydro and the Four Lakes Task Force. So now all they need is a permit from Eagle to be able to remove that. So things are progressing well there. I do plan on covering the entire restoration and rebuilding of that dredge, and I'll provide a little bit more information in the coming videos. Hopefully I can get an interview with him. And over here we can see the giant hole in the berm still here where the new river path is flowing. You'll be able to see this a little bit more because I was able to pick up a Nikon P1000 camera. With your generous donations and the people who support me on Patreon, that has really helped a lot. So I should be able to provide some better content on this channel. This camera is really made to zoom in on objects far away. I was actually able to film some of the moon. I'll actually pop up a little bit of a video of the moon. It was kind of cool seeing that. And maybe we'll be able to zoom in on the old river path over in that direction. But as we look over here to the right, there's a lot more green vegetation growth, a lot more trees here. You can see all the dead trees out there still in the old path of the river. That's the Tittabawassee River over there. And over here, this is kind of the Tobacco Riverside flowing over into this direction. But yeah, there is just a ton of vegetation. Let's go down here and see if we can actually ID a few of these weeds that are growing. Of course, right here is just your typical quack grass. And up here in this direction, all these plants here that have these big round leaves, these are actually cottonwood. And I know there is a few of the associations that collect for weed control on these lake beds when they used to be lakes here. They're actually seeing if they're able to repurpose some of those funds to be able to treat this vegetation growth and maybe get rid of some of these cottonwood trees, because in a few more years, when these dams are rebuilt, these trees are already going to be pretty big by then. Cottonwoods grow pretty fast. You can see right here, these are 3 cottonwood trees. Here's a closer view of some of the vegetation that's growing here. A couple flowers here, as well as some bigger plants over in this area. Alright, this is the first video that I've actually filmed with this Nikon P1000, so let's test out the zoom capabilities and see what we're going to be able to accomplish with this camera. That looks pretty great. This goes to about 3000 millimeter zoom, and then from there's actually some digital zoom as well. Let's pan over here to a little bit to the left, see if we're able to see the location of the old river path. So right back there is the old river path. And if you actually watched my video, my interview with David Randall, we went and walked this path back here. And we also went and checked out the dam from the backside, as well as checked out some of the falls and the fish in that area. I should be able to get some of that video again with my drone, check on the fish and see how they're doing over there. Over in this direction is where they were kind of doing some of that erosion control. Laying down, not sure what that black stuff is, if it's some kind of tarp or some kind of seed. You see there's a pile of scrap there yet. But they actually used a bulldozer and shoved a lot of that sand that was on the lake bed back up near some of those houses. As we slowly go over here to this side, should be able to pick up the top of that dredge. So we can just see the top of that dredge sticking out right in this area. The person who's restoring this dredge has permission to actually go on the lake bed. So doesn't look like it's focusing on it, but let me zoom out a little bit further and you can see there's the back half of the dredge. And up here a little bit closer to the front. That right there is the front portion of the dredge. We'll check up on this on my drone, see how things are looking out there. And over in this direction, you can see all the woods that used to be before they flooded Wixom Lake. All these tree stumps are still left standing out here. And right here, you can see a good view of the falls that are coming over from the Tobacco River side. Sorry if I'm a little jerky, I'm just getting used to this camera. And the zoom is so powerful I might be zooming in a little bit too far. And downriver here is actually where the falls are that I was checking out with David Randall. I'll be able to fly down to those with my drone, see how things look in that direction. Let's get a couple more close-ups of the dam. Looks like this was a generator on the side of the dam, probably using to power the floodgates in case they lost power. And here is the front of Edenville Dam. There is still 2 pontoons over here. One of these is probably Boyce Hydro's. They usually always had one near the dam. But this other one over here, I'm not sure whose that is. It's hard to tell, but this bank over here is really steep, almost goes straight down. And over here to the left, you can see there is a lot of erosion happening right here in this area on this bank. Looks like there's a decent amount of erosion on the sides of the dam here as well. It looks like there's been quite a few people actually driving on the lake bed over here. There's a lot of tracks headed in that direction. Maybe I'll be able to follow these with my drone and see where they were headed. Now that I've wrapped up filming here at the Edenville Dam on Wixom Lake, let's head on down to the M30 and Curtis Road bridges and see what's happening down there. Also, I know you guys love my white sunglasses, but I switched them up today and I'm actually wearing my black ones. Thank you to everybody for supporting me, subscribing to my channel, liking and sharing these videos. It does help a lot. If you want to contribute to the efforts here, make sure you visit the Sanford Strong and Edenville Strong Facebook pages. I'll leave the links in the description down below. And if you want to help support my page, I'll also leave my Patreon and PayPal account down below. Thanks for watching, and make sure you catch my next video. Until then, I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, and make sure you hit the thumbs up button if you enjoyed this video. Also, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss the next videos I will be posting, and leave your questions, comments, and suggestions below. As always, I just want to give a massive thanks to the people who support me on Patreon. Never underestimate the value of your contribution to keeping this channel going. Thank you.